How we doing, guys? It's Simon from SG, and today we're going to run through how to migrate WooCommerce customers and orders between two sites. So maybe you have, your current live site, and we're going to call that site A for the tutorial. And your current live site, you maybe we're using like a pre-built theme, but you started development on site B, and now site B is on a staging site, and you need to import the customers and orders from site A to site B. So site B is your current staging site, but that's going to be the new live site in the future. So if you look here, here's my current site A. This is the site that's the live site right now. Here's where I'm going to be migrating my customers and orders, exporting them from and importing them to site B right here. So site B is my new site. I'm using just Simon's Hoodies as an example, but I need to export my customers and orders from site A and import them to site B. So how do I do this with keeping customers with the same passwords and not overriding existing post IDs in WordPress? And how do I keep the order numbers the same? So the first step is we're going to be exporting our customers from site A, and then we're going to be importing them into site B, and then we're going to be exporting our orders from site A and importing them into site B. So a customer who has the same password on site A will have the same password on site B, and also when they go to their My Account pages, they'll be able to see all their orders they have, placed with your store, whether it's one or where it's many. So the first step is we're going to be using the WooCommerce customer order CSV export plugin that is below in the bio if you want to check it out. And the first step is to export the customers first, then export the orders after. So the reason that we export customers first and not orders first is because a customer can have one or many orders, and each order belongs to a customer. So the first step is to, go and purchase this plugin. And after purchasing this plugin, go to site A and go to your WordPress dashboard. I'm just going to go to plugins. And I'm going to add a new plugin. And I'm going to upload the order CSV export plugin, the WooCommerce customer order CSV export plugin. I'm going to install the plugin. Then I'm going to activate the plugin. Sweet. So then I'm going to scroll down to the bottom, and I'm going to go to WooCommerce customer order CSV export. I also can go over here and just click CSV export. And I'm going to click settings, and this is important. Ensure that you go to the customers tab, because that's who we'll be exporting first. And click this drop down to CSV import. And click save. And then also go to the orders tab as well and choose the CSV import as well, just so we don't forget later on. Okay, if I go back to my customers, this is what we're going to be exporting right now. And I'm going to go to export. And I'm going to go to my customers, and I'm going to click export. Cool. The data has been exported. I can leave this page because this happened in the background as a cron job. So the file's right here. So the next step is to go to site B. So we just exported our customers on site A. Let's go to site B, which is this site, and we're going to be using the customer order coupon CSV import suite to import our customers and import our orders. So the next step is to download or purchase, download, and then activate this plugin on site B. That link for this plugin is below in the bio of this YouTube video if you want to check it out. So after purchasing this plugin, go on your WordPress dashboard, go to plugins. I'm going to add new. I'm going to install the plugin. Okay, for the sake of this tutorial, this plugin already exists, but I'm just going to activate it. So if I scroll down here, the customer order coupon CSV import suite is not only imported, but also activated. I'm also going to get this disables emails plugin. I've one time made the mistake when I was migrating a client of mine. I was doing a customer and orders export import, and I didn't have the disables emails plugin activated, and we were importing around like 5,000 orders, and actually each customer received, an order confirmation email from, some of the orders went back a couple of years ago. So that wasn't a great look. So for now on, I'm a little bit paranoid about using the disables emails plugin, but really any plugin that can disable emails. You also can go on the WooCommerce settings and click the emails and make sure these aren't activated. However, I like using the disable emails plugin because I know that even if it's just not emails in WooCommerce, maybe there's another plugin that's sending out emails. I just know that no emails are going to send from the server, so I'll be okay. And I was a little, scared, and still am a little scarred from that happening. So, okay, we have the disable emails plugin activated. We have the WooCommerce customer order coupon CSV import suite activated. And now I'm going to navigate to WooCommerce CSV import suite, and I'm going to import customers. Sweet. And I'm going to upload this file, and right here, the customers export. I'm going to click next. And I'm going to make sure to click do not hash user passwords. We're going from WooCommerce to WooCommerce, and the passwords are already hashed correctly. These passwords are not in plain text. These are actually, hashed. So if, this person's password was, Grizzly Bear 123 on site A, they'll be able to use that same password, Grizzly Bear 123, on site B. And overall, it's a lot easier process when you don't have to email all your customers that they have to update their passwords. So I'm for sure going to enable this. I don't want to send welcome emails. You can set this setting if you want to. In most orders, you'll be able to, it'll have a billing and shipping address. So I wasn't necessarily worried about that. And if you're, you don't know if if you already have customers on site B and you don't know if they have a customer role, you can update existing records. But if you're just trying to, import your customers and orders from one site to the other, and you have no customers or no orders on site B yet, you don't need to merge or update the customers. So, and I always know this is correct if the username, email, and password are the first three columns in my import, and that is using the CSV import method that we did on site A when we exported the customers. So I'm going to click next. And I am just going to run as a dry run. Sweet, all my customers were imported. I'm just going to double check and make sure that Disables Emails plugin is activated. It is. Okay, I'm going to run a live import now, and I'm going to import these customers. And 2 customers were skipped because they already exist. I only have 15 orders I'm importing, but a few of the customers have multiple orders. So that is okay. I am then going to go to my users and look at the customers tab. You can see that all these customers were imported. So the next step is to go back to Site A, and we're going to be exporting our customers. So we're going to again be using this customer order CSV export plugin to export our orders now. And I'm going to go back to the settings tab, and we're back on Site A. And I'm going to make sure this is CSV import. It is. Save the settings. And I'm going to go to the export. And I'm going to export my orders. And I'm going to click export. I can leave this, go to my export list. And I am going to download these orders on Site A. And then I'm going to navigate back to Site B, and I'm going to import the orders. So back on Site B, I'm going to go to the WooCommerce CSV import suite, and I am going to click import orders. Now, before I import the orders, it's important to know that if I just open up a quick Google Sheet, or if you have Excel, and if I create a blank sheet, and if I import these orders, you'll see that the ID. So we don't want to import the order or the ID column, the first column, because we don't want to override post IDs. Okay, so I always just open this up into a Google Sheet or Excel file and delete the ID, the first column first, because that is, I just don't want to import that. You also can choose to skip that if you want to, but I always, delete this column and then re-export this out of Google Sheets. Sweet. And as you can see, this file before, my order number and order number formatted, we're going to be using the Sequential Order Numbers plugin to make sure when my customer sees their old orders, if they log into their My Account pages, it's going to be the same one. So I'm lining up the ID with the order number and order number formatted, and I'm just going to delete this column. Re-export. And I'm back on Site B, and I'm ready to import my orders. Once again, I want to double check to make sure that the Disables Emails plugin is activated. It is. I can take a deep breath. And now we got this untitled spreadsheet that doesn't have the ID column because we don't want to import that. Awesome. So I am not going to allow line items with unknown product SKU ID. There is one order in this file that is not mapped to a specific SKU in the product, so I'll show you how to work that. But if you have a product that, if you do a dry run and it says like unknown product found, And if that product is no longer in your store, you can choose to recreate that product just to match it up. So your customer can go to their account page and see that order with that specific product, or you can just allow line items with unknown product SKU/ID. So I don't want to send emails, and I don't need to update existing records. So next, I'm going to go to click next. And that ID column, I could choose to skip it, but we uploaded this to Google Sheets and removed the ID column just so we wouldn't forget. But if you don't do that in Google Sheets or Excel, you can just choose to skip it. And everything else looks good. And I'm just going to run it as a dry run. So we have one order that was skipped, and there's unknown order item 1372. Okay, we're going to come back and import this line 4 in a second, but for now we're going to run a live import. Sweet. So we have one order that was skipped, and that is going to be line 4 on this spreadsheet right here. But for now, I'm going to go back to WooCommerce and click orders. And you'll see that, wow, all these orders have different order numbers than the orders on site A. So if we look at site A's orders, we have, it starts at 7460 and it goes up to 7575. So how do I make this the same order number? Well, I'm gonna go back to site B, and I am going to download and activate the Sequential Order Numbers plugin. I'm going to activate that plugin, and now when I go to the orders page, I see that the order numbers are matched up with site A to site B. So we don't want to override the post IDs, so this post ID is 39845 if you look at the bottom, and this post ID is 7575. But because we're merging or migrating orders between sites, we can't have the same post ID, but we want to have the same order number, and that's why we use the Sequential Order Numbers plugin. I'll also put that plugin in my bio. That's a free plugin, and I would highly recommend using it if you want to keep your order numbers the same when you're migrating your customers and orders between sites. So let's now go back to that line 4. So if you see here, order number 7571 on site A didn't make it to site B because we didn't allow unknown products. So I'm gonna go back to line 4, and I am just gonna copy this, and I'm gonna copy that, and I'm just gonna create a new tab, and I want to look at this in more depth. So if I go all the way to the right, I'm looking at the line items for this product, I'll notice that there's no SKU. So we didn't put a SKU in for this specific product, so it can't map to that product. So the product IDs are not the same, and it just shows up as an unknown product. So I need to go into find this product, and I need to find the SKU for that. So I'm going to go back to my Site B dashboard. I'm going to open up products. I'm going to go find this 4200. And I'm going to scroll down. And I'm going to try to find this specific plugin or this specific product. And this product is unknown, right? So this product might have been deleted from the site. So I can either add this variation back in. So I could go to attributes and, add this color back in, and I think this was sapphire. And I am going to save. And I'm going to regenerate the variations. And if I go in, this is in Excel. So I'm going to go in here and I'm just going to put a SKU. And I'm going to look at the naming conventions of, how this one is. Just going to take this. Sapphire XL. Okay. And I'm just going to put that. It's going to map to that. How much was the product? The product was, we'll just call it, I'm going to update that. And then I'm also going to find this other product. So I'm going to add in the SKU right here. And then I'm going to go find this 2335 Mia. And I'm going to search for this. And let's find. And I'm going to click into here. And I'm going to scroll down to this variations tab. And this is for Cobalt Ocean and XL. And I'm going to grab this and I'm going to add this into the SKU. And now I'm going to re-export just this single order. And I'm going to go back to the CSV import suite. And I'm going to import this order. Sweet. So I am going to run as a dry run. Sweet. So now the order is mapped because we added the SKU. I'm going to run as a live import. And one order was inserted. And now if I go back to my orders and I compare this with site A, this order number 7571 lines up. And now all my orders have been migrated, my customers have been migrated, and now I'm ready to go. And that is how you migrate WooCommerce customers and orders between sites. If you enjoyed this tutorial, I would appreciate a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to. Trying to do a little bit more tutorials, a little bit more videos. And thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, let me know below, and also find like the plugin links for like the order customer CSV export, order customer CSV import, disable emails plugin, and sequential order numbers free plugin below in the bio. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and thanks again for watching.